Aquarius Venus, this is your love sign reading for the month of December 2024, whenever it is that you see this. If you haven't been here before, my name's Podkane, and if you don't know your Venus sign, I invite you to check out a website like astrocharts.com where you can get your full astrology birth chart. You just need to know your Venus sign for this one, and you do not have to have your exact time of birth. So if you don't know it, you can just plug in 12 p.m. and then create your chart. All right, so let's get a singles and relationships oracle deck card for you. Aquarius Venus. I am recording and uploading this on Christmas Day, but my husband's sick, so we didn't get to go do anything today, which is okay. It is what it is. All right, let's get a card for Aquarius Venus. Excuses. You have so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can work. Okay. I was like, why does this feel weird? Because it's like only half the deck. I used that entire half of the deck for my last reading. I could go this way again. I'm a person who does that. Hang on, let me click on something real quick. Okay. All right. So this is a Mystic Mondays Tarot. Very clean and simple. Not a lot of other symbology in this deck that's different from the original. In fact, it's very like minimalist. It's a little bit harder to read with, if I'm being honest, but we're working with this one. I'm getting good, okay? Aquarius Venus, let's get their reading. How is Aquarius Venus showing up right now in their relationship? Their Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, ruminating over the past, over past hurts. And their feels. Definitely kind of replaying some things that went wrong and how they've been hurt, how you've been hurt. So what is their person showing up as right now? What's Aquarius Venus's person showing up as right now? A little chaotic, but we got the Six of Cups and the Moon reversed. Oh, your person is ready to offer unconditional love, and they're not afraid. They're not afraid to unconditionally love you. They're clear-sighted about how they love you. They know that they do. And they just want to come towards you honestly and innocently with offers of love and support. They are very genuine in that. And they don't have any hidden agenda or any kind of shit like that. For some reason I feel you needed to hear that. What's the issue at hand for Aquarius Venus in their relationship right now? Eight of Wands reversed, a breakdown in communication. Things moving slowly because Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And this also, Two of Cups reversed. Excuse me, I'm just still getting over being a little sick. So the breakdown in communication is because you are showing up as the Queen of Swords, where it's like, I know my truth and I'm standing by it. This is what I think. This is what I believe in. This is what's right. My way or the highway, a little bit here too. And very logical and cerebral and like, let's talk it out. You want to talk it out. See how she's looking towards him and he's looking away. The King of Pentacles is the practical and pragmatic man who's focused on his money and his wealth and his security, as well as the security of his loved ones. He has developed something in himself, a skill or talent to make him very, secure, abundant, successful, whatever it is. But he's also kind of traditional minded and can be slow to catch on, to learn, to change. And the Queen of Swords is quick with it, right? So as the Queen of Swords, you're coming in with like, I know that this is right. We need to work on this. Let's solve this problem now, and he's kind of over here, whether this is you're a man or woman or anything like that, it's, gender doesn't matter. In the tarot, it's just archetypes. So your person is over here just sort of saying, I just love you. I'm genuinely just trying to love you, but yet, whatever you're over here saying to me, I can't really vibe with it because it's either too big of a change, too much of a deviation from the norm, or I'm just getting like it's not, it's different than what this person's common sense would lead them to believe. Like whatever you're suggesting or whatever you're telling them, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense to them and their experience. And they're very much a common sense kind of person. And then with the Two of Cups reversed, this could be, maybe y'all are on a break or broken up already. Maybe that's kind of on the table between you. But I don't think, if that's confirming it for you, that's fine. But if you're not feeling that, I think more than likely this is simply just saying that there's just a major difference of opinion here and a difference in approach as well. That's at the center of this issue. So what do you want? Aquarius Venus. I always fucking do that. Aquarius Venus. What do you want out of your relationship right now? What are you looking for? What are you wanting? The Queen of Swords energy. What is it trying to come forth with? The Six of Wands. You want a victory. You want to be celebrated. You want to get the attention. You want the attention on something, either on yourself or on your issue. What is it? And the Five of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you feel isolated. You feel ignored. You feel like, you want to be an insider. You want to be privy to everything that's going on. And then I have the Four of Wands. I got this on the base of the deck when I dealt these as well. So there's like a celebration or a home involved, or maybe there's like a Christmas party or something that caused some drama. Maybe there was something to do with like a home purchase or a home that you recently moved in together, or something going on with the house. Wherever it is that you live, there's something going on with that. It's causing drama. And maybe you're asking, like, I want to move in. And they're like, I'm not ready yet. I usually wait 5 years or some shit, like, or whatever. But like, I genuinely love you, so I don't see what the problem is. And you're like, well, I can't figure out why I feel this way. Like, why not? Like, let's go. But you want more attention and you want to be celebrated. That's also a card of celebration. So maybe they're focused on other things and you're kind of like, hey, I just feel like I'm not being appreciated right now. Could really be as simple as that. What does Aquarius Venus's person want right now in this situation? Please be clear. Four of Swords. They just want some rest. Ten of Cups. They want harmony, everyone to get along. They're concerned about family issues as well. If they already have kids, or if y'all have kids together, or whatever it is, like, they're just think about the kids, think about the family harmony, and like, you're creating too much drama and I don't have time for it. And like, I do think there's an element of them being like, can you just shut up? Respectfully. I love you unconditionally, respectfully, genuinely. I'm not trying to fuck you over. I'm not trying to fuck you over, but also, like, why are you creating so much drama? Okay. What are you afraid of, Aquarius Venus, in this relationship? What are you afraid of right now, given the situation? Failure. You don't want it to fail. You don't want the relationship to fail, and you don't want to be wrong either, to some extent. Anything else? Are you afraid of? What are you afraid of, Aquarius? Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, and like bad timing leading to the breakup, moving away. You don't want to have to control the situation to bring a better fortunate outcome either. Like, you don't want to have to wait and take stock of the situation and think of a new way to handle it. You just kind of want to keep on saying what you're saying, doing the Queen of Swords thing of like, this is my truth, listen to me, and pay attention to what I'm saying. It's really important to me. And You're not comfortable with taking ownership over the fact that you may have to make changes to your approach. What is Aquarius Venus's person afraid of right now? Justice and the Princess of Pentacles. They are afraid of things being fair and balanced. Ooh. Because that would require them to learn something. They also, the Pentacles reverse, they also don't want to look deeply at the situation. What are they afraid to learn? Are they afraid to learn something? What are they afraid to learn? Got a gingerbread man and a paint palette. 65. Childlike wonder, innocent, sweet, sacred, focus on children. Yeah, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, you know, kid stuff. Well, this could also be a card for children too with the Princess of Pentacles. So again, like I'm bringing back the kids thing again. If there's a child, could be a girl, doesn't really matter. This is someone who is maybe a little bit slow to learn, a little bit more pragmatic, focuses on details, not very mental or very emotional, or even like doesn't have a lot of passion or anger. They're very like mellow and even keeled. So if there's like a child in a situation like that, there's some kind of issue around them, like getting some kind of fair, balanced justice issue around them, right? 44. Artist palette. Create the world you want to live in, indicating artistic trade. Okay. So for them, they're afraid to create a situation that would benefit either this child or a situation that would benefit the fair and equitable circumstance around your relationship, or both. Okay. How do you see them right now, Aquarius Venus? How do you see your person right now? Oh, the Sun and the High Priestess. You have a very high opinion of them, actually. You see them as, you know, having some level of illumination on their intuition, interestingly. But you also see them as being in the sun and having a lot of attention on them and having some kind of secret knowledge, something that you're not privy to, that they're not opening up about, they're pretty tight-lipped about. You just see them in a position of power, point blank, period. How does Aquarius Venus's person see them? Ace of Cups, offering a new emotional opportunity. Very emotional, positive. 2 of Pentacles, a good balance, like a good teamwork partner. But we also have the 3 of Cups reversed, so it could be not so much emotionally supportive, or they could see you as being a little gossipy behind their back, or a little bit of betrayal energy there. Not too bad, nothing too bad, but they kind of view you as a little unsteady. Like on the practical level, like, yeah, like it's all good, but like I think with you kind of reliving this emotional issue and feeling emotional about it, and them barely having any cups really other than things to do with their family and children, they're then conflating your emotionality with childlike behavior. They don't understand it. This is very earth energy, has a hard time with that, right? Where it's like, why does this even affect you that way? And you know, it requires someone to have a lot of empathy and maybe go through some tough shit to finally understand why someone would be emotional about something that on the surface doesn't seem like that big of a deal. All right, how can you support them better, Aquarius Venus? How can you support them better? Oh, I got 2. One very hidden though. 5 of Cups reverse, like learn to, okay, so your healing can support them better. You know, it's definitely like maybe this has gone to too much of an extreme, and the Hierophant, yeah. uh, maybe this has gone to too much of an extreme where you've kind of allowed yourself to dwell in some emotional tough stuff. And maybe that's just because you haven't found the right solution or resolution to it yet. And I understand that for sure. But it's, the reading is kind of going towards the energy of like, not everything can be solved right away. And sometimes we just got to go along to get along and keep moving on. You're afraid to kind of move on. You're definitely dwelling in this fear, this failure and disempowerment stuff here. And that there's a time for feeling our emotions and exploring how we were hurt and what happened to us and everything like that. I'm not, this is a general reading. I'm not quite sure what happened to you. Whatever the case may be, I am sorry, but yet I think you're hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself by like replaying this over and over again. At this point, you can help them by being willing to heal it and move forward to a brighter future. Something that with the Hierophant has a like a type of regulation and is within a type of hierarchy. So this would be a family structure or where everybody has a role that fits them like on a spiritual level. The Hierophant is more than just hierarchy. There's a card for that. It's the Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant is about each person having a person to learn from and a person to teach within the hierarchy structure. We're just going to let that one go. And that it has a spiritual basis. It has a basis in purpose. So when you look at what am I really good at, what really brings me a lot of satisfaction and speaks to my heart and is something that I'm really talented at and can share with others in a really positive way. That's the way that you could help them the most, is by taking your place within the family structure or just in your own life, even if there's like not really much of a family at play other than you two. Within your own life, taking a role, a more active role in living out your dreams within a traditional structure. And taking a traditional mind to your life. And I know Pluto's just gone into your sign, Aquarius. It's going to be there for 20 years, so it's not like any kind of, it's all over now, but when it first goes in, some shit gets rocked, and I'm not really seeing anything too terrible for whoever's watching this, but, it's like the major change hasn't come yet for you, I think. With Aquarius, there's two sign rulers. There's Saturn and there's Uranus. So Saturn comes first, right? Which is the Hierophant. It's like, let's pin it down. What do we need to get done? Let's put in our work so that we can get our rewards. Let's have some discipline. With freedom comes, freedom necessitates discipline. All right. Now, what can you ask for them? Aquarius Venus, what can they ask their person for help with, for support with? Three of Cups reversed. And the Empress reversed. Okay. So, like, I feel like this is just a matter of emotional support to you. Like, whatever else is going on, whatever else you say that it is, what it ultimately is for you is emotional support. And while that's their intention to do so, I think that they haven't treated you like, the woman or man that you are. They've kind of taken an overly coddling and infantilization thing with you. Fuck, if I could only think of the words. They've infantilized you. They're patronizing you. In their way of trying to emotionally support you. And so what you can ask for them for help with is, hey, I see that you want to genuinely just do want to emotionally support me. And I appreciate you so greatly. Thank you so much. Whatever, okay? However, I'm grown. We need to have a grown-ups, attitude towards this. And I'm not able to feel like I have everything in my life right now because I'm still healing. And in order to help me heal, I need to be treated like an adult. Part of it is being spoken to like an adult, but also part of it, I think, for you is being held accountable. Like with the excuses card, do you want better in your life? Are you focusing on the negative right now to your own detriment? And you really actually need them to call you out when you're doing that, because right now I think they're just kind of playing nice and thinking that you're too dumb, frankly, to understand why that's so important to hold yourself accountable, for someone to hold you accountable. Hey, if you're getting into like why things can't work out, if you're getting into feeling like a victim and all of this bullshit, then of course you're going to have a bad result. What are you learning in this situation right now through this relationship, Aquarius Venus? What are you learning? The Emperor reversed. What about it? Knight of Swords. I think that, I think you haven't given some people in your life a chance to actually help you, and you've closed them off because there's a sense of fear around control, domination, and manipulation. What are they learning? What is Aquarius Venus's person learning right now in this situation? The Eight of Pentacles reversed. A new approach, something brand new. Sometimes things just aren't tangible. Receiving. Lovers reversed on the bottom of the deck. They're learning that you have a different love language and a different attitude towards material wealth or emotional expression than they do. And this is brand new to them. Like, it's like, I didn't even know this existed. They're a little slow. God love them. But I definitely see with you, with what you're learning. You're learning that there's some kind of trauma behind why. This could even be like you rushing in to help others because you're trying to control everything around you, and from a place of fear. Not a Three of Wands came up in the reverse again. It has something to do with this. Not waiting for more information. You're just rushing in. And you're just assuming that people are out to control you and dominate you. And then you're just rushing into attack without waiting for more information. That's it. Okay. All right. So what are you releasing right now, Aquarius Venus? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Feeling of unworthiness. Three of Pentacles. Feeling like you know it all. Pentacles. There's a lot of momentum that you've built up around feeling like you need support. Financially, you need support. But also, I think more than that, just feeling like a sense of jealousy, or that others know more than you or have more than you, and comparing yourself to others. And then there's also a sense of trying to master yourself by being the most affluent, person who's walking around with the Rolex and driving around and the Mercedes or whatever it is, right? And I think you're trying to let go of some beliefs around that. But from a different aspect entirely, I think that there's a level of like know-it-all mastery of maybe you don't know everything there is to know. Maybe you don't have all of the answers. Maybe there is some things that you have been running from within yourself. This part of yourself that wants to criticize and control others because of a feeling of disempowerment and lack. It's like you're beating people to the punch a lot of the times by saying like, well, you're just a piece of shit because, you know, what, who knows what, any little thing, right? But like at the end of the day, you're putting words into their mouth and thoughts into their head that they didn't speak or think necessarily. And I don't know that you've seriously looked at why it is that these people, why it is that you have these preconceived notions about people in general. What is Aquarius Venus's person letting go of? What are they letting go of in their relationship? Not a whole hell of a lot. They're not ready to let go of shit. Any little thing. Nine of Cups. Reversed. I think at this stage, they're not playing nice anymore. Well, again, they do genuinely, unconditionally love you. But they're done, you know, kissing your ass. Which I think is kind of what you wanted anyway. You just wanted them to treat you like a fucking adult. Oh, what's wrong with baby? You know, like, fucking... You're not taking any what I'm saying seriously or my emotions seriously. Okay. What in the fuck would Aquarius Venus's person say to them? What do they want to say to them? I knew exactly what I was doing. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I am not available. Oh, Lord. You know, if that means something to you, it does. I'm not getting anything for it. I feel like that's just a whole other thing. Maybe that's what you've been upset about. They're not available for discussion on the topic right now. Like, they knew what the fuck they were doing, and they hope that you can forgive them, but they're not gonna fucking talk about it right now. I think this is even so much more about them than about them. Of course they did it, whatever it is, right? But I think more than that, this is about you learning the ability to let bygones be bygones. Let some things go unresolved. For the time being, until someone's ready to acknowledge what the fuck went down. Now, if this means that you're ready to split and break up and that's that, then that's what it is. That's your decision. It depends on you entirely. I am becoming a better person. They're not a good enough person right now to fucking even like be honest with themselves or with you about this. This is the deep subconscious shit. This isn't something that they're currently, you know, thinking about all the time. And just, if you just ask them, they definitely say it. If you went to them and be like, hey, I saw this reading and it said that you knew what you were doing and that you want my forgiveness, they're going to be like, you're crazy as fuck. I don't even know what you're talking about. That didn't happen. They're not ready to own up to it. Anything else from in the shadows for Aquarius Venus from their person? I hope you're happy for me. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy for me, and I hope you're happy. Just be happy. Quit your bitching. I'm getting annoyed with them. Just be happy. I don't know. I think that this is totally up to you, what you want to do about this, man. They are becoming a better person. when that happens, TBA. Let's get some advice for Aquarius Venus regarding their person right now. Council's compass. Seek advice to steer judgment as insightful talks illuminate your journey. Yeah, definitely depend on somebody. With this 3 of Cups reverse, I feel like you've almost isolated yourself from your friends. Maybe you felt embarrassed. Or like people couldn't relate to you given the nature of the situation. Whatever the case may be, there's definitely people around that can help. Somebody can help. You just need to be able to talk about this with a third party. Anything else? Liberated path. Embrace freedom as you break through, taking steps towards your true potential. Whatever that means to you. If that means distancing, if that means moving on. I'm going to get a little bit of some hope and healing here for you, Aquarius Venus. Give us an oracle card that they really need to hear right now. If you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. That gives me such warm feelings. That's definitely the whole point of forgiveness. Even if you do move on from this person, forgiveness is still critically important for you. To forgive them. Forgive them. As part of learning how to forgive someone for something that they knew what they were doing and they're still not admitting to, if they knew that they did it, then, and they're not admitting to it, then that means that they feel guilt or shame over it. And it's likely that if they feel guilt or shame over it, then it was in a moment of weakness or it was from a place of ignorance. And that isn't an excuse, it's an explanation. And the explanation is to help you move towards forgiveness for yourself. If they could have done better, they would have done better because now they feel guilty. Now they feel shame. If they knew that they were going to feel guilt and shame at the time when they were making these decisions, they would have chosen differently. That is how you move towards forgiveness for them. And that healing that you get for yourself doesn't mean that you had to allow them access to you. You can move on from them. You don't have to ever speak to them again. If you're ready to be done with this, that's up to you. Whether you do it now while you're still in the relationship or after the fact or whatever, you know? But like, the forgiveness is for you. It will set your heart free in a way that is not possible to explain, and you're just going to have to take my word for it. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. You need your liberation. You need your freedom. There are so freedom, liberation, freedom, forgiveness. You know, you're afraid to take charge of this shit. But you can do it. If you're watching this, you definitely can fucking do it. Yeah, screw it. Okay. Let's get a success card for Aquarius Venus. The mistake. Should be good. I'll open right to it. If a man who has committed an error learns to accept responsibility for it, he will change and do good. The road to success traced out by those who have realized themselves is a path of awareness. To be the victim of reactions does not help. Learning to be present and aware of your own actions is essential. The first step is to become aware of your own unawareness. Excuse me. Much of our life bears witness to this, but it is not useful to condemn. To err is to human. To become aware is the first step towards a new life. We have the possibility of being aware in every moment. A confused and chaotic situation is probably best because it highlights what is not harmonious in us. In a fit of unrestrained anger, your shadow might want to kill. Learn the art of observing it. That is already a step on the way to change. Like if you're in a situation where you're just like in so much sorrow, like you're just having a moment and you're feeling really angry, whatever it is, right? If you can just get outside of that feeling of deciding how you're going to do it and why you're so angry, just get outside of that feeling for 1 second to look at it objectively and be like, huh, I'm getting really angry over this right now. That's the key. That unlocks a whole thing towards your own healing with this. So it's up to you, Aquarius Venus. I hope this reading helped you. If you like that, please consider subscribing to my channel. I also do rising sign readings every month. And I've got other stuff coming out soon too. And until I see you next time, bye.